All right. Hello, everybody. It's time for the Black Belt Newscast. I'm Cindy Fisher, publisher.
I'm Todd Prater, the staff writer.
Yeah, we don't have great internet today, so just bear with us.
Yeah,
um, but
yeah.
we
Sometimes
do
you're like you're either a good ventriloquist or you're going on max headroom on us. So
Y'all just bear with me. Maybe you can hear me and not necessarily see. But
yeah,
we do have a lot of really great content we want to get to. We run all of our stories on blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. It's where you can find what we're talking about. If everything works well, I can see your comments. So you can make comments to us wherever you're watching us, and I can see if you have any questions. And we have of course, our daily email that you can sign up for and get every day at 3 o'clock and know most of these headlines as they are posted live each day. So sign up for our daily newsletter. Go to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com and it'll ask you within the first 3 seconds. And it's free, costs nothing. All of our content is free.
yeah.
So always asking for donations to help us stay free because we want everyone to have access to news in the Black Belt.
Yep, working hard
So,
to keep it that way.
yes, let's get started because we're going to barrel through this thing and hope that we stay with Wi-Fi. Everybody in the Black Belt understands.
Not the truth.
So we just had an election, and
Yes,
not long after, we have already sworn in our new commissioner. So while this is the city mayor,
he gave the prayer, the invocation at the Dallas County swearing-in ceremony. That, of course, Connell Towns, who ran unopposed, he was sworn in. Vivian Rogers, who narrowly defeated her opponent, Ronnie Sawyer, had a bunch of friends and family that joined her as she was sworn in. There is Curtis Williams, who is the longest-serving Dallas County Commissioner, being sworn in by his sister, the Honorable Judge Maggie Drake Peterson. And there is the new Dallas County Commissioner, William Lumpkin, being joined by his wife. They're in the red, Mayor Lavinia Lumpkin of Orville, as he was sworn in with about half the city of Orville showed up to be there for his swearing in. There's your county commission, Dallas County, Connell Towns, Vivian Rogers, Chairman Judge Jimmy Nunn, and, of course, Curtis Williams, and the new one, William Lumpkin. It looks like we got a good team. They talked about working as a team. They immediately went into an organizational meeting, which is state law. All the commissions do that. They determined that Judge Jimmy Nunn will remain the chairman, and Connell Towns was nominated and voted in as the vice chairman to take over if Judge Nunn can't be there. They also set the date and time for the meetings, which will not change. It'll be the second Monday of each month at 4 o'clock in the chambers there at the county courthouse annex. So looks like we got a pretty good team. We'll just have
and
to
they
see
also
they work together. Oh, we also had
in,
after the commission, we had the board members were put into place. That is
it's Board of Education.
Dallas Board of County Education. Yeah, I'm sorry, the Board of Education, and I can't find my note. Anyway, that's what was her name?
Is it Melva Brown?
Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, you're right. That's it.
She was
Melva
written
Brown.
in,
and of course these are incumbents. She was a write-in. She's an incumbent, but it had to be written in because of some of the problems we have with folks not getting in on time. Then that
Mamie.
Of course is that is. Now, this is interesting. That is Mamie Solomon, Mamie Williams Solomon, and that is Maggie Drake Peterson's sister. So you had a brother and two sisters all together, and one of the sisters swearing in the brother and the other sister. I thought that was kind of cool.
Now that's some strong leadership in that family.
Yeah, a lot of service, a lot of servants in the family doing good for the county. So thanks to them for what they do.
Perry County also did their swearing in.
Perry County had their swearing in. That is Barbara Howes. She is a new commissioner. She defeated uh, Cedric Hudson, and that's her sister actually that's swearing her in. Carlton Lewis also being sworn in. That's his wife holding the Bible as the judge swears him in. He beat he beat the. I have my notes. I can't even find them. But anyway, he's the new commissioner now for Perry County. And back before the election, there was a resolution passed, and the other commission had voted for a 2-year term for the chairman of the county commission in Perry County. When this new commission sat down, they rescinded that resolution, and actually Brett Harrison had wanted to continue the 2-year limit, even though he was no longer going to be chairman. With the 2 new people on the commission, it was determined during their organizational meeting that Albert Turner Jr. would become chairman once again. Carlton Lewis is the vice chairman, and Commissioner Harrison actually had proposed amending a motion for the chairman for Turner to be chairman, and that amendment would have put a 2-year limit on the chairman's term, but that too was voted down. So there is no limit on the number of years that a chairman can sit in Perry County right now. But that's been controversial, and you saw the picture of Prince Chestnut, who got up and read some state laws that said that the organizational meeting usually is going to include the determination as to who is chairman and vice chairman, unless the county commission votes against doing that. And that commission did not vote against it. They said, no, let's go on and choose a new chairman, which of course ended up being the old chairman. So all that happened was negated, and Albert Turner Jr. is the chairman, and the new commissioner, Carlton Lewis, is the vice chairman.
And it's small town politics.
Yeah, it is small town politics, and we're going to have a complete story on that coming up online and real soon. Right. So got to sort out all the information and write it.
So Selma has some small town politics of their own, of course.
Yeah.
So there was a request by the mayor to redistrict the city and into fewer wards. So one of the questions was, well, to the city council, because of the census, and saying, hey, we got the census, so now we need to redistrict. That's what they say we're supposed to do. It hasn't been addressed by the council. And the mayor asking at the most recent meeting, don't we need to address this before the election? Because as you know, the election got moved to 2025 instead of 24. Right. For municipal elections, they got moved off of the federal cycle. So everybody's in their 5th year. And so next year for the elections, it's been basically determined that it's not going to change. You will be voting for, and everyone qualifying to run for office in Selma, there's us. Will run in the districts as currently done. So just no redistricting will happen before the election.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, it's interesting. So we had a big time at Veterans Day 2020.
Yes.
Let us know. Tell us some more about it.
It was a great celebration. The annual Veterans Day celebration, this, of course, put on by our local American Legion. Remember, Memorial Day is done by the VFW, this American Legion. That is First Army Captain Jonathan Brown, who is the Master of Ceremonies. He introduced Layla Boswell, Selma's youngest and most recent veteran. A large crowd was there, made up of both veterans and civilians who were there to remember the folks who have served this country and who have put their life on the line. That is the Southside High School Air Force Junior ROTC posting the colors. The R.B. Hudson and Selma High combined choir sang the national anthem. Christy Bryan was the director. That is Aaron Roper. Aaron was the guest speaker, and he spoke about the veterans and honoring our veterans and talking about the memorial being not just a stone, but a call to action. And he talked about how the veterans that we're honoring today, that they are the now, and our veterans that are coming up are the future, the young people of the future. And he said that Selma's best export is our people who go out and serve and then come back and make this area a better place. There's a complete story about it, of course, online and in the Selma Sun. But it was a really great ceremony. Of course, the ceremonial laying of the wreaths to remember our veterans who are serving, who have served, and different organizations placed different wreaths for various veterans and veterans organizations. It's really a great ceremony. If you have not been to the veterans, that is actually the head of the VFW there, placing a wreath on in honor of the VFW. Of course, they played taps for those veterans who have not made it home. Now, of course, there's a difference in Memorial Day when we spotlight those folks specifically, but they do remember that there are some veterans who have not made it home. And of course, the Boy Scouts Field of Flags, it was put back up for Veterans Day, which is a beautiful memorial to veterans and to the fallen heroes, as well as veterans who are currently serving. So it was a beautiful ceremony. And if you didn't get to make it out there, I recommend you go next year. Go to the Memorial Day celebration that VFW does during Memorial Day. I mean, the American Legion does during Memorial Day. And then, of course, the VFW does Memorial Day.
Right.
The American Legion does Veterans Day.
Veterans Day, yeah.
They do it, but they do such a great job, and they work together on it. So it's both of them working for it. So it was a real fun, it really enjoyable, real nice.
So Thanksgiving is coming up.
Oh man, yeah.
But we got a little taste of Thanksgiving early.
We got a little taste. I'm gonna tell you something. Drug-free Communities of Dallas County puts together an annual Thanksgiving thank you luncheon, and of course, Jeria goes all out. Jeria Martin goes all out with it. A huge group of supporters there. That's the folks. Everybody. I mean, you got law enforcement, as you saw, the sheriff's department. We had the chief of police and the local police department. We had the mayor was there and spoke and thanked Jeria for what he's doing. There was business leaders. There were civic leaders. There were just all sorts of folks there that support drug-free communities. That is Sydney Pritchett, who Jeria is standing next to. She is a Selma High School senior who has worked so well through this drug-free program that she's actually done presentations at the White House. That's what she was talking about there. An amazing young lady, and I hope to do a story on her soon because she is a real good news story. The sheriff stood up and said, of all the programs, this is one he supports 100% because the kids who've gone through this program have become hope dealers in all the schools. None of them ever come through the judicial system. He says that he's seen most of them go on to successful careers. They don't get in trouble. They don't get on drugs. They do well. So it's a testament to what Jeria Martin and the drug-free communities is doing. And, I know we at Kingfisher Media support her 100%
Absolutely.
and really appreciate what she's doing.
And, she is touring all over the country, teaching others in drug-free communities. It's a federal program. And this one, hers is for Dallas County, and it's so successful. And they love what she's doing so much that she's teaching others around the country. And, I mean, it's really hard to get a hold of her because she's all over the place doing training.
Yeah, that's fantastic. It says a lot for what she's doing. It says a lot for the folks here who make that program work.
So let's switch over to an art show that's coming up.
Oh, I'm going to tell you something. If you have not had a chance to meet Ann Strand, you are missing out. She is the sweetest, one of the most talented and amazing ladies. She's got an art show coming up real soon. She takes quilts, old quilts that people have discarded or are selling that she said most of them don't have any family connection. You know how sometimes quilts are very special. Sometimes they're not so. She is making art with pieces of quilts that she glues onto paintings. She has an art show coming up at the Harmony Club. There's the little card right there that says when it's going to be. And she wants everybody to come to the art show. It is. She's going to have the quilts, some of her paintings. See that ribbon. I thought this was fascinating because in a lot of her work, she has the ribbon of time. There is an interview that is going up, or it may already be up. I don't know if you put it up yet. That I did with her, and she talks about her artwork and what she's doing. There's the bridge with a peace sign. I mean, some of the things that she has done are amazing, and the show is coming. I believe that says the 27th
20.
at 4.
Okay. Thought it was the
Yeah.
23rd.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't see the date. I forgot exactly when. But anyway, it's coming up. It starts at 4 o'clock.
It's the 23rd,
the 23rd.
from 4 to 7.
Yeah, 4 to 7 on the 23rd at the Harmony Club, and she wants everybody to come see the work. And if you haven't seen some of her work, it is absolutely amazing. And she is such a wonderful, and a lot of people may not realize it. That's AC Reeves' mom.
That's AC.
And it's
mom.
and
her
she's granddaughter.
She's a talented artist, and AC's daughter is a talented artist.
Just unbelievable talent in that family. Yeah, it's really amazing.
And, so that is great. And the Harmony Club, we may have a story coming up soon about the renovations that are going on at the Harmony Club. It has a rich history as a Jewish club back in the day, and has new owners, and they have been working and renovating it. And we'll learn more about that as that gets going. So let's do a little black belt roundup. So tonight, it's Friday, November 15th. Tonight is a second round of playoffs. So we have some football teams that made the playoffs, which is really exciting. Let me add a stage for our black belt news. So see our playoff games and see which teams made it. We had some heartbreakers last week of those that got eliminated, but we also have quite a few that are still in the running. So Lowndes Academy is on its way to perhaps winning it for the 4th year in a row. Wilcox Academy is doing very well this year as well. So there are quite a bit of teams that are still. Here's Friday. Sweetwater's still in the running, and they've been good for the last couple of years. Southside had an amazing comeback story from last week in order to stay in. And we also have a story online right now about the twins, Eric and Derek, that are both going to be attending Auburn. I know the last time when I talked to them in August, Eric wasn't sure yet, but he got his offer.
Did he?
Yep, he's committed to go to Auburn along with his brother. And they weren't sure they would be going together. It's kind of exciting. Thomasville is also a powerhouse this year. So exciting stuff. So check out tonight. I will post the scores as I get them. And I just like doing that on the Fridays. Sometimes I'm shooting them, but this week I'm actually in Tennessee. All right. We also have Canebrake players in Demopolis. They have their play this week. I love that we have a theater program regularly in the Black Belt, and they're putting on fruitcakes. So Friday night, Saturday night, and a matinee on Sunday. Check them out on Facebook, and tell us about Christmas on the River.
Yeah, well, I have got a meeting next week with the leaders of Christmas on the River, which is a huge event every year in Demopolis, and we're going to find out all the information. We'll be able to tell you exactly when the parades are going to be. The day and the night parade will tell you how to get involved if you want to become part of it. And, of course, we'll give you all the logistics as to where to go to watch and whatnot. But that's coming up it'll be next week. I'll meet with the folks Wednesday, and we'll get all the information for you, and we'll post it.
And also out of Demopolis, we're going to have some information about the plans for the old school, the new plan for the old school.
Right. Since it was, they voted not to make it into condominiums. Now the Historical Society has plans to turn it into an art center, and we're going to have some details on that just as soon as they come available. But we're going to hopefully have that in the next couple of days. So that'll be posted too as soon as we get it.
I like to mention this, what's happening in the Black Belt community event story. I update this all the time. So this is the most robust list you're going to find of events in the black belt. Here's the cane break players and their event. Nutcracker is coming up.
Nutcracker's coming up.
In
There you go.
Selma. They bring it's full up. I know last year they sold out. So Nutcracker.
Yeah. Sounds good. You're starting to go
All
digital
right.
on us.
Sorry, y'all. I know I'm doing my best. Hey, also, we have Black Belt Outdoors online. As we enter into hunting season, go follow us on Facebook. And we are sharing photos of deer and, what you're harvesting this year. And also just ideas for better tips for hunting. So go check that out.
As a matter of fact, Big Daddy's sister sent me something that Big Daddy had posted a few years ago and wanted us to put it up on Black Belt Outdoors. It's about hunter orange and why we need to wear it. Just a reminder. So go check that out.
Safety, safety, safety.
Yes, exactly.
And that's what Big Daddy would say too. And
yes.
We're trying with our Black Belt Outdoors to take over where Big Daddy left off and continue promoting ecotourism in the Black Belt.
Yeah,
Send what you've got to outdoors at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. I'm going to mention it because I haven't said it in a while. Sign up for our daily newsletter.
Yeah.
About at 3:00 every day. When you go to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, it'll ask you within the first 3 seconds. And send your news to news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. We can't be everywhere, but you guys are. So let's share with everybody what we've got going on. You can also write for us. So send some information about being one of our correspondents. Community correspondent, and we would love to have you join us. We do pay for your efforts, so let us know what stories you think we should be doing.
That sounds like a good idea.
We always like to take this time to thank our sponsors.
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Thank you. If I can get the Wi-Fi to work good, we will show you what we love about Randall Miller Funeral Service. They promote and suggest pre-planning. So give them a call and they can help you, give a thoughtful final gift to your family. And they will meet with you and help you decide what you want. And it's a little less that your family has to do. And I think that would be a really great gift. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys bear with me for a second. All right. But you can also be a sponsor. Yeah, this thing is not working for me today. I know, but y'all love us anyway.
And you know what? Welcome to the internet in the rural areas.
Yeah, well, we just got, we got a grant, so we're looking at getting Starlink.
That would be a big help.
And that's so that we don't have these problems anymore. But you can be a sponsor too. Email us at news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. And I love to mention how we can take donations now. We have a fiscal sponsor, and so we take tax-deductible donations. I sent out an email today. A lot of people might have gotten it from me today, talking about how we are filling a news desert. And to help us do that and keep our content free, you can go to this QR code or just at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com and click onto the donate button that's red in the top right corner. Anything you can donate will help us as we grow into other markets that really need the news that Dallas County really has been getting strongly from us.
Right.
And we felt like, we should do this for other markets if we're already doing. Whoops. And also follow us on social media. This is the best way to know what's going on is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. This is where we are most of the time, where you're going to see our headlines. There it is.
There you go.
I know. Bear with me. I'm telling you, I have looked at the prices for Starlink. I can't wait. Because you guys deserve news live streamed just like everyone else in Birmingham does, right?
Yeah. All the big cities We can get it
All the
done
big
here too.
That's right. Okay, so I think I'm going to call it on this slowness
Don't
and
press the
say
luck kind of a thing.
I think I pressed it far enough. We will be back next week. We'd love to come to you guys on Fridays and do a wrap up. And also, we've given you a little hint on what we're going to bring for next week. I'm around here somewhere. I would love to see you guys again. I don't know. Did it come back?
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Okay. We will see you guys next week. Follow us, and we will see you next Friday.
Yeah. Y'all have a great week.